Yes. Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. We had an introductory session on this, right? Python introduction. So today we'll be going with the actual things. Today, my agenda will be like Python software foundations, Python versions, Python installations, execution modes. But before that, Python, okay, within this. So Python has got what features? Why Python is suddenly super popular? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Means Python was introduced in the year 1989, but even after release of Python, I mean, say if you go back like 15 years or 20 years, like you go back like 2010 or 12, nobody knows that there was a programming language like Python. Why Python? All of a sudden, Python became super popular. So, what features Python has got as compared with other programming languages, right? Yes. So, most of the programmers or developers are migrating towards Python because of its very less code. Because of its very less code, and also like simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Very less coding. Simple syntaxes given by Python. Samina, right? So today and tomorrow also everyone can attend the sessions, right? Freely. Day after tomorrow, mostly that link will be changing. So those people who got enrolled or people who got taken the packages will be a WhatsApp group will be created. They will be added to that. So today and tomorrow everyone can attend the sessions. So day after tomorrow, people who got enrolled and who got taken the package, right? Separate WhatsApp group will be created. Then they will be added. Until then, still the WhatsApp group is not created, right? Okay. Very less coding, simple syntaxes like that. The syntaxes of Python looks like normal English statements. Interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode given by Python. So we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. For every statement, it is going to give 1 second, 1 second. Okay, fine, Abhijit. 1 second. One second. Interactive mode. For each and every statement, Python is going to provide you the response and multi-programming. It has got multi-programming features. It has got multi-programming features. Right. Wide varieties of applications we can generate. Wide varieties of applications. Wide varieties of applications we can create, right? Yes. Simple syntaxes, interactive mode, multi-programming features, and wide varieties of applications we can create today by using Python. Many built-in libraries. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments. Whatever environment you are from, whatever domain you are from, right? Python has got a model for each and every environment. And we call Python as a, because of this multi-programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. And also, just a second. Yes. Multi-programming because of which we call it as hybrid language, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments, that's it. And it is called as general purpose programming. General purpose programming, right? Yes. Called as general purpose programming language. It's not for a particular purpose, general purpose, any kind of applications we can create, right? We call Python as a high-level language, easily understandable, it's portable, and it's platform independent. Platform independent and machine independent, we say. Platform independent and platform independent and portable machine. Platform independent and okay, machine independent. And next, supports all major database. Supports all databases. Python can connect with every database. For each and every database, it is providing a module, right? It is interpreted language. Python is an interpreted language. Interpretation, line by line execution, right? And also like programmer friendly language, user friendly or programmer friendly language. So these are the reasons which makes it super popular, right? Multi-programming, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, thousands of modules, general purpose, platform independent, right? Yeah. You need to know something about the Python Software Foundation, PSF. PSF, right? What we call as Python Software Foundation. PSF. It is a non-profit organization. It is a non-profit organization. It is a non-profit organization devoted towards Python community. It was launched. It was launched in the year 2001. Non-profit organization devoted towards Python community. It was launched in the year 2001. The main objective of this to foster the development of Python from version to version. Foster the development of Python. In the year 2005, in the year 2005, PSF received PSF received Computer World Horizon Award. The president for this, Guido van Rossum. The Guido van Rossum is the president for this PSF. The same personality who has developed Python, who has introduced Python, is the president for this PSF, and headquarters Delaware, US, and the official website for Python, www.python.org. www.python.org is the official website for Python, right? From where we can download Python, from where we can see the documentation for Python for each and every Python release. And you need to know something about the Python versions. What are the previous versions of Python? All right, Python versions. Python 1.x version was released in the year 19. Python 2.x version, it was released in the year 2000. Python 3.x version, it was released in the year 2008. 1.x, 2.x, 3.x. The version what we are using currently is 3 version only. So from the last, if we talk last 17 years, we are going with the same 3 version. The latest version of Python. Latest version of Python. Python 3.13. Stable version of Python. Python 3.12. Stable, latest version of Python and stable version of Python. Yes. Stable version is nothing but mostly used version. So here I'm saying like mostly used version. Mostly used version. In the bracket I'm saying. So the version what we are going to install now is Python 3.13, the latest version of Python. Okay. Yes. One second. Yes, Python installation, right? So before I go with this installation, yes, I'm going to the settings, apps, apps and features. Scroll down to this bottom. See here, Python 3.13. I'm uninstalling it. I'll uninstall, right? So Python is going to provide different softwares for different environments. It's providing different softwares for different environments. For Windows and for Mac OS, you are supposed to download and you are supposed to install. But for Linux environment, no need to install Python. By default, whenever you install Linux operating system, by default, Python also will be coming as inbuilt within this. So no need of any separate installation for Linux environment, but for Windows and for Mac OS, you're supposed to download and install. For Windows, again, Python is providing two software. For Windows 32-bit, one software. For Windows 64-bit, one software. Depending upon the type of your operating system, we need to download this Python software. If it is 32-bit, 32-bit Python software. If it is 64-bit, you are supposed to download 64-bit Python software. How will you check whether your Windows is a 32-bit or 64-bit? For that, go to this File Explorer. Go to this File Explorer, right? Within this File Explorer, right? Just right click on your PC or computer. Right click on your PC or computer, say Properties. What it is saying clearly 64-bit operating system. Clearly it is saying 64-bit operating system. If it is saying 32-bit, if it says, means if you are using the older versions of Windows like Windows 7 or Windows 8, if you have got 32-bit, right, you are supposed to download 32-bit Python software. Yes. Mm, so go to this open Chrome browser, right? Just open a Chrome browser within this. What is the official website for Python? Python.org is the official website from where you can download Python. Where you can see the documentation for Python. You can see downloads here, documentation here. For every Python release, what are the new things you see? What is that the things which got removed, which the things which are got deprecated? Everything you can see in the documentation. In the downloads, you can go to all releases. Within this all releases, right? Okay. Downloads, click all releases and scroll to the bottom of this page. Don't go for active Python releases, go for a specific release. Looking for a specific release. You can see that versions from the last 20 years, right? What all the versions you have installed from the last 20 years, everything you can see it here. Python 3.13.2. That is the latest version that on February 4, 2025, right? Almost like 1 month ago, it was released. You can click it and scroll down to the bottom of this. So you got 3.13.2 and scroll back to the bottom of this. Windows installer 32-bit and Windows installer 64-bit. You can see here. This for Mac OS 64-bit universal installer. If you've got Mac OS, you can go with this Mac OS 64-bit universal installer. For Windows 64 and 32. If you've got 32-bit Windows, if you've got 64-bit, just click it, automatically your download is going to start. So just it is 37 MB of size. You can say one download in progress, just 37 MB of size. Just click, check it here, 27 MB of size. Click the TXE file. Go to the downloads folder or click the TXE file. You will get this window. This window is going to get opened. So don't immediately go for installation. At the bottom, you can see add Python to path. You are adding the Python path to path variable of OS. So no need to set the things manually. Means environment variable setup, we say those no need to set all those things. Automatically your Python path gets added and Python will be recognized from all your drives, system drives, right? Yes. Now go for customize installation where you can install at your particular drive, right? Go for customize installation. Everything got selected. Documentation of Python. Pip means for installing Python packages or modules. Ideally integrated development learning environment where you can type your code. Python test suite. Everything got selected. Nothing to select here. Say next. Here also nothing to select. It creates shortcuts and also add Python to environment variables they have selected. But can you see the installation location where it is getting installed by default, right? Default in C, in users, in your computer name, app data, local programs, Python 3.13. Tomorrow, if you want to locate where Python is installed in your system, you need to enter into all these many subdirectories. Instead of that, what I'll do, I'll place my mouse before this Python 3.13 and I'll just remove all this big path. I will remove all this, right? Just C slash within the C drive, Python 313. Python 313, right? It is the folder. It is going to get created automatically. Python 313, that is the folder which will be created, means 3.13 version. Within this folder, the Python is going to get installed. Just to say install, already it takes 30 seconds for installing Python. Wait for a second. Setup was successful. Let us check now whether it is successfully installed or not, right? So for checking this, at the bottom search panel, type CMD to go to the command prompt. You will get this command prompt by just type Python here. Whenever I type Python, the version what you have installed, it has to display, and the in Python interpreter should be get opened. So I'm saying enter 3.13.2. The Python version and the Python interpreter, right? Any valid Python statements you can type. I'm saying what is 5 plus 2? 23 into.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, in my PC it's showing 3.11.3
3.1.
after installing 3.13.
3 point.
3.113 it's showing.
Which version you have installed?
3.13 as you shown.
Previously, you got Python available in your system.
Yeah.
Have you selected this? See, one thing in my system, multiple Python versions are installed already. Python 3.8, 3.9, 3.10, 3.11, 3.12, 3.13.
Mhm.
This many versions are available. So whenever you are installing this version, have you selected that checkbox, add Python to path?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will come back to it.
Okay, sir.
23 into 30 is 23 into 63. So just you can check any Python. So here out of I got multiple versions in my system. Why it is showing me that latest version means? So this is last time whenever I installed it. This is the last one, and I clearly said add this Python to path. Or if I want to use a specific Python versions from this. So if I want to use a specific Python versions, then you can select Python specific Python versions and you can check it. So now any valid Python statements x has 10, x plus 2, x minus 2, x into 2, x to the power of 2, 10 square. Any valid Python A equal to Ajay, B equal to Kumar. I'm saying A plus B, Ajay plus Kumar, Ajay Kumar you get. Sorry, A plus B, not X plus B, A plus B. Ajay Kumar you get right. So any valid Python statements you can type right. If you say quit, it will come out of it. Right. So yes, Python is working fine. It is successfully installed right now. If anyone working in the Linux environment, if you are using Python, already Python is available. But if you want the latest version of Python to be installed in your Linux machine, then just use this command. So everything you do from the root user, sudo apt-get install Python 3.13, right? This version you can, it automatically downloads and installs this latest version in your Linux machine. And next, like Python execution modes. Python execution modes. Two modes of execution. Mainly we see two modes of execution. Two modes of execution. First one is interactive mode. Second is batch mode. Interactive mode and batch mode. Interactive mode means just now we discussed that we can easily interact statement by statement. For every statement you type, right? Here it will gets the output. Interactive mode. Here we directly write Python statements. Here we directly write Python statements. Here we directly write Python statements on the interpreter, and the user can easily and the user can easily interact and the user can easily interact with Python. We directly write Python statements on the interpreter and the user can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For each and every statement, it gives response. What is the advantage of interactive mode? What advantage means if it doesn't know about any Python functionality, to check the functionalities of Python. To check the functionalities of Python and to learn Python. To check the functionalities of Python and to learn Python. Batch mode. Here, like other programming languages, right? Here, Python also can go with batch mode. Here, we write set of statements. Here, we write a set of statements within the editors or IDs. Within the editors, or IDEs. Integrated development environment. IDEs means integrated development environment, right? And save it by using a .py extension. And later submitted to Python. So what are the various editors where you can write this Python code? Various editors. In the Windows, we have got a notepad where you can write the Python code within the notepad and create a .py file. And also Edit Plus, you can write the code within the Edit Plus and create a .py file. VI and Nano editors also within the Linux environment. The first two is for Windows, the next two for Linux. You can write any text editors you can write and create a .py file. And we need to submit to Python. I'll say how we submit to Python. And what are the various IDEs? Integrated development environment, right? We have got Python is providing many IDEs like PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, various editors and various IDEs, PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, Jupyter Notebook, PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, Jupyter Notebook, VS Code. So why this many IDs for Python? Why not one or two IDs? Because Python is used for different environments. Today Python is used for implementing different environments, right? For every different environments, different IDs are preferred. For data science, Jupyter Notebook is mostly preferred. Spider is preferred. Even for big data, Spider is mostly preferred. Jupyter Notebook is preferred. And for typical web applications, PyCharm is mostly preferred. VS Code is preferred. So in this way, for different environments, different IDs are preferred. Among all this, PyCharm is the mostly used one. Mostly used, right? Yes. Various IDs, right? Okay. Developing the first Python application. Developing the first Python application within a editor. Within a editor, example like Notepad. Example like Notepad. Open Notepad. Up to now, we didn't discuss anything about Python, right? So just open Notepad and type the following Python statements. So just I'll take two values and just I want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations. I didn't discuss anything related to Python. So just I'll take simple code, right? Addition, arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. I'll just copy this to a separate notepad file. Notepad. Paste it. File, save. So I created a separate folder for this patch. Go to this patch, C drive, Python 9 p.m. So Python 9 p.m. right? Yes. Here I'll say sample1 dot Java. Sample1 dot py, sorry. Sample1 dot py extension, right? Yes. Save it. Save it. Now just go back to this. Save as sample1 dot py. Now submit this file to Python. Now submit this file to Python. Python as. How you are going to submit this file to Python, you see? Sample1.py. So just
Sir,
at the
through
bottom,
CMD.
yeah, at the bottom search panel, type CMD, type Python here. Just say Python. Don't say enter. If you say enter again, it goes to the interactive mode. See in which drive and what is that folder, in which drive and what is your directory, in which directory. Python 9 p.m. in this folder, right? Sample1.py, right? This sample. So 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. You got this output, right? Just specify the file present in which folder, present in which drive to Python. It just displays the entire output. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, 10 by 20. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay. So, but here, what is your observation? But here, we are writing the code. We are writing the code at one place. and executing at the other place. We're writing the code at one place means you are writing within the notepad and executing at the other place where you are executing within the command prompt. But to write and execute at the same place, to write and execute at the same place, we have IDLE, which comes along with Python installation. Which comes along with the Python installation. Using which we can write and execute at the same place. We can write and execute at the same place. What is this? Ideally integrated development learning environment, which comes along with Python installation, using which we can write and execute at the same place. Okay, now how to open this ideally and how to write this code and how to execute this code, right? Just to check with this. I'm copying the same code. You want to go to this, go to the start programs, go to this all apps where your all applications are installed, right? Go to this P where Python. See Python 3.8, 3.9, which one you want to open? Yes, Abhijit, just now you asked, right? 3.13 you want to open this Python 3.13 ideally. You want 3.12, 3.12 ideally. 3.11, which ideally you want? This one I want to open. Just click it. You can show now. Now 3.13, right? This ideally good. If you want to interact with it statement by statement, so just it gives output. I doesn't want interactive mode. I want batch mode. File, new file you say. Go to this, paste your code, run, write your code here. Run option is the run your code. You can save your code. First save your code and run it. So go to the C drive, Python 9 p.m. Python 9 p.m. Within this Python 9 p.m. you can say sample2.py extension. Now run module. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20 and 10 by 20. Yes, in this way you can just write your code here itself, save it, file save, and run module, right? You can run it here itself, writing the code yourself and executing it itself, right? Yes. Okay, so in today's session, I was just briefing you about reasons which makes Python super popular, Python software foundation, Python versions, Python installations, execution mode, interactive and batch mode, various editors, various IDEs, developing the first Python application within editor, right? Later I'll show you in IDEs how to download step by step, how to install and how to where to write the code, how to execute the code, these things step by step I'll be showing you in IDEs. So once again, you can check this course content, right? You can see in the chart, a big message is given by this online team. So if you have missed that demo session, you can just check this link which is given right previous session, and the contact details of the online team, the payment details is provided right. So you can check with this. And you can just have a look about this course content, right? It is in brief, in depth. We are discussing about Python core and advanced, and also people who wants to go for Python full stack, right? Even full stack Python, it is basics, operations, operators, IDs, flow controls, loopings, strings, collections, lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, modules, packages, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts, regular expressions, database connectivity, Python data and time, operating systems, advanced graphic programming, working with Excel workbook, data analytics, reduction to data science, Python, Pandas model in brief, NumPy and Matplotlib. These 30 topics for Python core and advanced. And if you want to go for the this Django framework, there is people who wants to go for Python full stack will get this Django framework along with Flask framework, also one more framework, and also UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So here you can see the UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and MySQL database, right? So for Python core and advanced, the course fee is 5,000, right? Nearly 60 to 70 hours will be spending hours. And for Python full stack, right? The course fee, total package, if you want to take Python 4 and total Python full stack package with a single payment, if it is, you are going like it's 10,000. But if you are going one after, okay, just check with this, right? Python core and advanced, 2 months, 5,000 is the course fee for UI. Apart from this Python core and advanced, if you want Python full stack, this UI technologies, the Django framework, Flask, MySQL project, everything from topics from 2 to 6, 70 hours, 2 months duration, 7,000 will be the course fee for it. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, 140 hours, right? 2 months for this, 2 months for this, totally 4 months it will take. 5,000 and 7,000 if you're going separately, but if you're taking the entire package, it's 10,000, right? So even if you doesn't want to spend 4 months time, if you want to complete within 2.5 months, you can also go parallelly Python from Monday to Friday, and this frameworks first frameworks, right? Okay. In Saturday and Sunday, we have got some weekend batches available. Saturday 2 hours, Sunday 2 hours, where will be started with UI technologies first, which doesn't require any Python knowledge. By the time you complete this, your Python core gets completed here. Yes, by the time you go to Python Advanced, this Django framework will be started. Timings of this batch, first 1 week it will be at 9 p.m. Later it will start at 8 p.m. I'm saying. Time I'm making it clear about the timings, right? Yes. Offerings, you'll be getting each and every session video, soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks to work with, WhatsApp group for technical discussions, resumes and interview questions. All the sessions will be interactive. From tomorrow, you will see all the sessions will be interactive. From tomorrow, we'll be starting with the actual technical things. Today, installations and execution modes. Yeah, framework is coming or not coming to in the core and advanced, right? Yes, Vanita. Yes, core and advanced. And if you go for Python full stack, in that you'll be getting the framework of Python. Yes, Avinash, right? Videos and stuff. See, these notes you can have this total, you can download and you can keep it, right? It's like notes you can be having like can download and keep it lifetime, right? But videos, 6 months validity will be there. For notes, you can download and keep it. There is no value. You can just download it. But videos download option you want to get only that you can only play the videos. You can watch the videos, right? Yes. Fine. Okay. So tomorrow also everyone can attend that same timing at 9 o'clock using the same link to see more discussion tomorrow. But from day after tomorrow onwards, the link will be changing. You are supposed to get enrolled. Tomorrow we will see technically some Python code. Yes, you can see how simple it looks. Right? Any other queries? You can unmute, you can ask your queries or you can type in the chat, right? Yes, I said one project, right, Avinash? 15 plus applications here I am creating. We will be creating here 15 only around 15 applications, and also one project will be discussed at this. Okay. Fine. So if I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, then I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 9 o'clock using the same link. Yes. Thank you all for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.